Good day, dear my students. Let's begin our next lecture. Today's topic is famous international interpreters or professional associations of translators and interpreters around the world. So let's begin our lecture. In history, Sanjiro was very famous, being as a translator. He translated the majority of Bible from Greek and Hebrew into Latin language. He made a mistake sometimes, and his mistakes led to some kind of misunderstandings. Next person, Constance Garnett. She also was for Russian translation. George Louise Borges. He was also a very notable translator. He translated a lot of books and made great contribution to translation. Next person, Edward George Seidensticker. He also made great contribution to the field of translation. The next person that I'm going to talk about is Grigory Rabassa, most notable for translating works of literature from Portuguese and Spanish into English. He translated great Latin American authors' works. The next couples are Richard and Larissa, husband and wife, translating dual work together. They were good at Russian literary classics. They also translated Anna Karenina. The next person is Leonid Volodarsky. He was from Moscow, a Russian translator, writer, and radio host. He is mainly known as a simultaneous interpreter of many films that appeared on Russian screen. The next person is Georgy Alexandrovich, highly professional interpreter. Worked at the All Union Radio, and he was famous for dubbing the films of foreign films. Synchronizer he is. Alexei Mikhailov, he was the king of simultaneous translation, was a Russian translator. He became widely known for his voice-over work. The next one, Nikolay Alexandrovich Zavgo, Italian interpreter, honorary chairman of the Department of Interpretation in the Interpreters Union of Russian Federation. He was awarded Italian National Prize. These were people who were very famous in the world with their translation, made a great contribution to the world of translation and interpretation. Now, let's talk about the professional associations of translators and interpreters around the world. ATA is an American Translators Association that's very popular and famous among Translators Association that is located in America, and a lot of members of this field just participate in different kind of conferences and the issues just organized by this committee, by this organization. It is the largest professional association of translations in the United States, with more than 10,000 members in 90 countries. It was founded in 1959. The next one is the International Association of Conference Interpreters. This organization organizes conferences for interpreters, and each year they share, just exchange their ideas, opinions, information in this conference. It's the only global association of conference of interpreters. Especially, it is called AIIC for short. It promotes the working as a translator. The main aim is, on the other hand, to present the interests of its members around 450 countries and to ensure they provide high quality of work. The next one is Arabic Translation and Intercultural Dialect Association. On the screen you see a sample of it, the part of it, and I think, or we think that you have identified what we are going to talk about. An association dedicated to translators who work from and into Arabic. Especially they deal with Arabic-speaking translators through creation of dedication debates, as well as their aim is to develop the translators and interpreters who work for the language, Arabic language. Next one is European Council of Associations of Literary Translators. One more time I will say, a European Council of Associations of Literary Translations. Especially an international not-for-profit association created in 1993 with the purpose to bring together literary translators association from different European countries and 34 member associations from 28 European countries. They take part in these associations' events. The next one is European Association for Terminology. And we think that you have guessed already. This association deals with the terminology translation, and one of the recommendations of the final report just published in 1996 was the European Association for Terminology should be established. More than 40 terminology organizations from around Europe participated in this event and organized this organization. The next one, we would like to tell you about the World Association of Sign Languages Interpreters. Here, especially, they exchange some information with sign language interpreting. Association of Sign Language Interpreting deals with the sign language. Sign language in different, just nation's language. It is non-verbal language. International organization aimed at the promotion of the profession of sign language interpretation, set up in 2003 by 60 interpreters from 20 countries together. So here their aim is to encourage the establishment of national associations of sign language interpreters in countries that don't have them, especially encourage research, develop and promote standards for high quality training, and so on. The next one is International Medical Interpreters Association, leading the advancement of professional interpreters. We hope you got some understanding or just some hint. International Medical Interpreters. Their purpose is to define educational requirements and qualifications for medical interpreters, establish professional standards of practice and norms of medical interpretation, and generally speaking, to develop medical translation. The next one is European Association for Studies in Screen Translation. We hope that you got some hint when it says screen translation. Especially it is related with screen, that means especially closely connected with the movies, cartoons, subbing or dubbing and so on. Next one is European Legal Interpreters and Translators Association. European Legal Interpreters and Translators Association. The European countries can take part in these events organized by this organization, especially they give attention to legal procedure. The main aim is to ensure access to justice across languages and cultures. It promotes high quality service as well as training for interpreters. The next one, Translators for Peace, a free association. So strange, very strange naming, very strange organization. Let's look thoroughly. What do they do? What is their aim? It's a free association of translators from all countries and of all nationalities. It was established by undersigned promoters in order to publish as far as possible in every language and by whatever channel. The next one is Translators Without Borders. Strange. Without border? The same question I asked when I firstly met this phrase, this word combination. Let's look thoroughly. Translators Without Borders, a non-profit working towards a world where knowledge knows no language barrier. They can accept any kind of personality or just the nationality that develop the efforts worldwide in the field of translator. That was all for today. We hope that you got some useful information about famous translators and international interpreters organizations. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you.